Do you think it's fair to say we live in a society where it's socialism for the rich, capitalism for the poor? And if we are, I don't know, dominated by corporate freeloaders, in what sense are we?
I'm afraid that Britain's are becoming more and more like that. And, for example, people criticize all these, freeloaders who sit on their backs and don't do anything, collect welfare payments. However, in terms of the free money they are getting, British corporations are actually getting far more than these welfare recipients.
In what way then? What do big companies get from the state?
We have a situation where ordinary taxpayers are subsidizing the corporations that pay wages that make it impossible for people to live a kind of sustainable life.
In-work benefits.
Exactly, in-work benefit. The benefit system was basically set up on the assumption that when people work, they'll be able to get decent amount of money. Now you have a situation where all these corporations that pay not even minimum wages or just above minimum wage, which is set at a very low level, and people, unless they are subsidized by the state, cannot make ends meet. So that they are getting subsidized massively for paying low wages. They also benefit a lot from state investment in infrastructure, in education, in research and development. But then they say, well, when it comes to paying taxes, it's our choice. It's an option. We will set up a paper company in the Cayman Islands and shift all the profits there. And we have come to take this for granted. This is outrageous. Thinking about these tax havens, they are the easiest things to deal with. Just imagine 10 most powerful countries declare that from tomorrow, any transaction that involves these designated tax havens will be considered illegal. They'll disappear. The worrying thing is that so many people have been almost brainwashed into accepting this, that the governments are the enemies of business, and business people are the wealth creators, who shouldn't be constrained. If they don't want to pay taxes, that's their choice. This is the most unacceptable thing that we have come to take for granted, and we have to change this.
Taxation is theft. I bet you a lot of people on this video channel, that's what they're going to argue below the line. So what do you say to that?
People who say that taxation is theft have this view that they have created their wealth on their own. Now, this the view of taxation might be to an extent justifiable if we lived in the 16th century where everyone was a subsistence farmer, more or less. But today, in order to create wealth, you need a whole range of public support. You need the legal system, you need government investment in research and development and science. You need government investment in infrastructure, government investment in education and worker training. And you are creating your wealth using all this. So what you have created is actually a joint production of your own entrepreneurial skill or labor or whatever you have put in there with contribution from the whole society. So saying that this is theft actually is saying that I'm going to steal the public bits, as if it is mine.
When people make the case for public ownership of utilities and services, there's an easy response. Go back to the 1970s, nationalisation is inefficient,